Hello viewers, I have been sent a box. Inside this box is another box. This is the latest creation from the boys and girls back at the Lego factory, and I have been tasked with building it. Now if you allow me to zoom out for just a second, because you will see that I have something of a Lego problem. This isn't the only set I have, because I have, well, a Koenigsegg, we have a McLaren Formula 1 car, we have the Peugeot hypercar and a Porsche 911. So quite a backlog of Lego to build. But this video is focusing on the brand new Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. Let's take a look. Look at that. There it is, 732 pieces. I reckon I could do this in an hour and a half, but that might be a bit ambitious. Also, we're going to play it on Asphalt Legends, so you can actually play this car in a game. That is a sweet look. Okay, back to this. I've just realised this was the very car I drove on the Gumball 3000 a couple of years ago. A yellow Chevrolet Corvette. Let's see what's inside. I'm going to challenge myself to do this as quick as I can. What do you reckon? Hour and a half? I don't know. Yeah, that could be an ambitious target, but I thought after opening the first bag, we'd sort it out and organise all of the pieces to give us some semblance of order amongst all of the chaos. So I've lost 5 minutes trying to sort all of this out. I think it should be a lot quicker now to build this first section. Let's see if that is the case or not as we begin the build of the Lego Technic Chevrolet Corvette Stingray to give it its full name. We quite quickly got to some moving mechanical parts, as you can see, and then we began to build the engine. Inserting the pistons, you can then see that once we turn the cogs, they begin to move in and out. So very cool to see that quite early on in the build. We continue, and after 39 minutes, we had something vaguely resembling the basic platform of a car. So we've always got these couple of leftover bits, but those are just spares, don't have to worry about them. Here it is, the first section done in 46 minutes, a bit longer than I would have liked. You can see here we have a working steering system, and on the rear axle, look at that, working pistons already. Time for part 2. Here we go. So again, we've organised it. I think that makes it quicker. I've lost maybe 5-10 minutes doing that. An hour's gone. I am on instruction 44, page 39, out of about 149. I don't think I'm going to do this in an hour and a half. Look at this, guys. We have some front aero. I failed, guys. My hour and a half prediction was completely off. Yeah, that was a bit of an ambitious aim, and it was probably never going to happen. But we continued the build, and it was looking like it was coming together. This was the end of the second bag, and it was taking an hour and 43 minutes to this point. That's part 2 done, guys. We have a bit of a roof, 2 working axles, we have a working moving engine, making good progress, although it has been 1 hour 43. Looks like quite a lot less pieces on this one. I think I've done the majority of the hard work with all the really intricate bits, so it should be a bit quicker from now on, I think. It's somewhat resembling a bit of a car now. We're getting there. On the 2-hour mark. End of part 3, it's coming together. Let's continue with part 4. Yes, so on to the 4th bag of 5, 2.5 hours into the build. We are now going to install the very first door onto the car. First door on the car, look at that. And then quite soon after that, it was time for the bonnet to go onto the front of the car, or the hood, depending on where you're watching this from. And as you can see, there was more and more yellow appearing. So it seemed like the car was actually becoming a car. As we approached the 3-hour mark, time was getting away from me. This was taking double the amount of time that I'd initially proposed. But now we had the engine cover to go onto the rear end. And this one was going to slot in quite conveniently onto the back. Very satisfying once it goes on and once it slides down into position, covering, of course, the engine which we constructed earlier. The promised land has been reached. The final bag, number 5. Okay, guys, come on. We're 3 hours, 16 minutes in. Let's get this done. Let's get this done indeed. Bag number 5 of 5. We're on to the last one as we begin to install the final touches of the bodywork. So we have the lights. As I take a quick break, return revitalized, ready to get this finally complete. As we then add the rear diffuser to the back and bottom of the car. Look at that. Got some rear downforce, guys. Front downforce, plenty of rear as well. The rear downforce didn't stop there, would you believe? As we now install some stickers onto the rear wing. Very, very satisfying putting these stickers on. And now we can install the second batch of rear downforce onto the top rear of the car. And then, of course, the number plate, as that goes on to pretty much complete the rear end of the car. Now, one of the best bits, guys. It is time for the tyres to go on. At least it would be if I wasn't dropping it down the back of my desk for me to lose. This is it. The last piece of the build. On it goes. Boom. It is done. 3 hours and 53. Look at this. You can steer it from the top. Now the boys and girls back at the Lego factory have sent me a code here to unlock the Corvette in the game. Boom, there we go, we've got it. And now we can do what I just did in digital form. Beautiful stuff. That's a bit annoying. That took me 3 hours 50 minutes to assemble that car. Game did it in 2 seconds. As you can see, I've played through quite a bit of this game already. Well, actually, with the help of my girlfriend, who did a lot of this for me. And now we can play as the Lego car. Let's do it. Yes, so we've built the car in real form. Let's take it on in digital form in Asphalt Legends Unite. Now, some of the tactics and driving skills you're about to witness are things I've learned over many years of my racing career. And we're going to go to war, go to battle, as we smash our opponents out of the way. Now, I mean, this car is built of Lego, but you see, obviously indestructible as we destroy our opponents. That there is a tactic I learned at the Nürburgring, no less, when I was racing earlier this year. I mean, this guy with the, oh my goodness, I mean, what kind of spin was that? Tony Hawk would have been proud of that one. Now, unfortunately, this first race didn't quite go to plan. I hadn't mastered my level of driving just yet, which led me to cross the line in a worrying and distant 3rd place. I lost. I did indeed lose, and that is not good enough for the boys and girls back at the Lego factory who have worked very hard to make this car. We have to do them justice. So I was going to go all guns blazing here, ramming our opponent into the wall, making sure no stone is left unturned in our quest to win this race. I mean, look at this takedown here. Coming off the jump, doing a double barrel roll, and then slamming your opponent out of the race. Absolutely incredible scenes here. We're looking to get this famous victory, which will go down in history, no doubt. Smashing yet another opponent out of our way. As we go up to the jump, carrying ridiculous amounts of speed. 194 miles an hour top speed, let's not forget, this Lego car has. Now, with this fantastic drive, I'd be surprised if I did not get a full factory drive with Chevrolet. But eventually, we did win the race. Get in there, Lewis. Come on. So thank you to Lego for sending over the car. If you want to check it out, it's linked in the description. Guys, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Goodbye.